ladies and gentlemen, if you think that Raila always have interest of Kenyans at hand, then let me tell you that you are cooked, because this is Raila Amolo Odinga saying that corruption is the cancer and that is killing Africa and Kenya.
The question of corruption is a big issue, not just here. Can Kenyans put their faith in you to deal with corruption?
Certainly. Kenyans know that I stand very strong against corruption.
The current president is on record asking people, what more do you want me to do? He tried, but he hasn't been able to deal with it.
It was right inside his house, and he had no powers, I guess, to deal with it, because you have a deal with your colleague, and you can see he's doing what he's doing. There's very little you can do. You can see him saying he's helpless. Why don't you resign so that you allow me to have somebody who can work with me?
Well, you have been working with him, but in his first term, you were a very strong critic, and you exposed quite a number of corruption scandals, some of which touched on his family. But then that disappeared after you shook hands and agreed to work with him. What happened?
I've not been working with the government. I have only been advising from the outside. But my party has continued to basically exercise their constitutional mandate, doing the oversight work in Parliament. So I don't think that we have been...
Also, this is Raila Amolo Odinga also praising and saying that he was disappointed when Kenyans went to street to say that ADANI must go. Well,
so I'm happy that you have embraced AI, because it is the way forward in the world today. And Kenya is very strategically situated where we are. We are very fortunate. Kenya can become a hub, a big hub. I was very disappointed when we are not able to move on with the airport contract. That was really very unfortunate. You know, we had awarded the Greenfield Airport contract before we left government with Kibaki in 2012. That contract was cancelled. Then it was given again to the same contractor later. But then again cancelled somewhere because of disagreement in the middle. And then now, when we brought in the ADANI, they brought all these politics, and then the contract was cancelled. If that is not done, Nairobi will just become dormant.
ladies and gentlemen, why is Raila Amolo Odinga's speech different from that previous one, knowing very well that ADANI was the worst dark deal that Kenya could have ever experienced, ladies and gentlemen? But before I deep dive into this video, kindly just take a second or two to like this video, comment, and most importantly, just subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if by any chance you're watching us from a different platform, being TikTok, Instagram, or any other channel, kindly just head over to YouTube, search for Creative Sellers TV. If politics, war, and documentaries is all you are passionate about, ladies and gentlemen, why is Raila Amolo Odinga's statements such different? The first reason is, you remember when Cleopas Malala told us that Raila Amolo Odinga understands the table manners well. Nyinyi mungedhani tu ati jamaa understand table manners when none other than Albert Ojwang was unalived, but Raila never made even hata sauti yake haikusikika, being that alijaribu kutuma watu, people like Gladys Wanga, which ended up George Wanga kufutwa kazi, but the guy sauti yake haikusikika. Why? Being that this guy an understand table manners, na anajua being that now amesha join us, so none other than President William Samoei Ruto, na ameona ni kama huko mlema hakuna future, na President William Samoei Ruto depend on him seriously, because without the support of the people of western part of Kenya and the Mount Kenya people, I think that there's no place, nowhere that other than President William Samoei Ruto is going in 2027. So by this guy speaking like this, I think that is just trying to bring the point and agenda home that is in government, and all things that President Samuel Ruto anajaribu kupass ni yeye pia lazima kage mkono. Ladies and gentlemen, Adani deal was the worst Adani deal was the worst dark deal that Kenya could have ever witnessed. Huh? But Raila Amolo Odinga is here with his loud mouth seriously saying that, you know what, Sisi Adani deal is was the best deal, and it was disappointed. Well, you are one person, being that you are disappointed. As Kenyans, you are 49 million Kenyans. We say that, you know what, we don't want it. So you and your family, nyinyi musiitake, lakini sisi nyinyi muitake tu, lakini sisi hatuitaki, and we are not giving in anytime soon. Anyway, guys, secondly, I think that Raila Amolo Odinga just wanted to show Kenyans that whatever President William Samoei Ruto, secondly, Raila Amolo Odinga is just trying to show Kenyans that what President William Samoei Ruto does is what he loves. Because truth be said, you know, clearly, these are a total true evidence. Because you can't tell me that, in fact, even Luos themselves were the main people, Nelson Ayampa, or the guy who seriously called on Raila Amolo Odinga, wakapiga kelele wakasema ati, you know what, this deal is dark, and you guy bado nasema ati hii kitu ilikuwa mzuri, which means that whatever William Samoei Ruto does is the plan of in the mindset ya Raila Amolo Odinga. And right now Raila Amolo Odinga is the kind of guy who is driving this government. Na nikiwaambia ukweli, tukisema ati Raila Amolo Odinga ni no term na huyu jamaa ni one term, hiyo kitu tunafaa kuweka ukweli. These things should be implemented. Unaona? These guys should go home. If not Raila and Ruto should go home. We need some vibrant leaders, but not people like Rigathi Gachagua also. Rigathi Gachagua anafaa kutuelektea mtu mwingine mwenye ni vibrant, tukienda na yeye tukimsupport as Kenyan Gen Z, tukisupport Rigathi Gachagua, anafaa kutuambia who will he give us, a person of interest. Yes, he might have influence. Yes, he might have influence, but for several people of Kenya, the guy is not yet accepted with them. Anaweza endorse mtu mmoja kwa hiyo party yake, let's take achukue Maraga mwenye baada kwa nje baada Loiter, ama achukue Fred Matiang'i, wa merge together, then I'm very sure that the kind of political wave that those people will come with in 2027 will disappoint none other than President William Samoei Ruto and his good friend Raila Amolo Odinga in 2027 presidential election. Because mimi sikubali, the Adani, what's the Adani deal, bana? The airport, the pride of us, Raila Amolo Odinga being a Pan-African, you want to sell what you also understand that this is the pride of Kenyans. You really saw Kenya Airways was ranked to be the top flying number second best flying class in Africa. You guys, instead of you renovating or reconstructing a new airport, we have several lands that are on our ways. People have millions of acres of land that are fully not being utilized. Why should you create airport there? Why should you not go to those Kajiado, those Rongai, the northeastern part of Kenya? We have several unused lands there. We develop those areas rather than you bringing Adani in our CBD. Wangefaa kwenda kuna airport yao huko ndani. Si ati wanakuja huku kwetu. Anyway, guys, I think that those Raila Amolo Odinga statements are among the things that make me felt as if Raila Amolo Odinga has betrayed his supporters more than him going to handshake with none other than the current president of Kenya, William Samoei Ruto. At last, let me know your own thoughts in the comment section. Why do you feel that these ones were Daragaturi? At last.